What if I told you that the very things you're most self-conscious about might actually be your secret weapons of attraction? You walk into a room and people subtly shift, eyes linger, but you dismiss it, thinking nothing of it. What if those fleeting, often unnoticed signs reveal a magnetism you never knew you possessed? Most guys are completely blind to the subtle cues that scream attraction, constantly underestimating their own power. They spend their lives chasing external validation, oblivious to the fact that they're already pulling people in without even trying. The unspoken language. When her nerves betray her listen, most guys think that if a woman is nervous around them, it probably means she's uncomfortable or just not interested. But the truth is, it's often the exact opposite. One of the biggest, most undeniable signs you're attractive is when a woman starts acting fidgety, awkward, or even a little shy in your presence. This isn't disinterest, it's a primal, subconscious response to high-value energy. Her body language gives her away before she even consciously realizes what's happening. You'll notice her playing with her necklace, twirling a strand of hair, or subconsciously touching her lips or neck. These aren't just random movements, they're involuntary, primal ways of drawing your attention to the most feminine parts of her body. Women simply don't do this around men they're not attracted to. Think about it. Does she fidget like that around her male colleagues she sees as just friends? Not a chance. These are bids for attention, unconscious admissions of interest she might not even recognize herself. Beyond the fidgeting, an attracted woman becomes acutely aware of how she looks in front of you. She might subtly adjust her hair, smooth down her clothes, fix her posture, or even sneak a quick glance at her reflection in a nearby window. Why? Because she wants to look her absolute best for you. It's not a conscious decision, it's an automatic, almost instinctual response to someone who has caught her eye and stirred something within her. And then there's the classic caught staring phenomenon. Have you ever noticed a woman looking at you, but the moment your eyes meet, she instantly looks away like she's been caught doing something illegal? That's attraction. She's afraid that if she stares too long, she'll give away the undeniable fact that she finds you captivating. It's an involuntary admission of interest, a little secret she wants to keep hidden, but can't. Alternatively, some bolder women do the exact opposite. Instead of avoiding eye contact, they'll stare intensely, holding your gaze for just a second too long. This isn't just curiosity, it's a test. She's trying to see if you'll hold your ground, if you'll be the one to look away first. This intense, almost challenging stare is a clear sign she's intrigued and looking to see if you have the confidence to match her energy. Either way, whether she's looking away quickly or holding your gaze, just know that she's feeling something powerful. Her nervousness, her subtle adjustments, her fleeting glances, these are all parts of the unspoken language that proves you're a magnet to women. When men see you as a threat. Now this is a sign you might not expect, but it's one of the most definitive indicators of your attractiveness. How other men react to you. You ever walk into a room and suddenly the energy shifts? You notice a few guys sizing you up, some giving you a subtle nod of respect, while others get weirdly passive-aggressive or act like you don't even exist. If that's ever happened to you, congratulations. In the world of male social dynamics, you're perceived as a threat, and being a threat means one thing: you're an attractive man. Men are inherently competitive. When an attractive man enters a room, the first thing other men do, whether they realize it or not, is subconsciously assess where they stand next to him. Do they feel outmatched? Do they feel insecure, or do they feel like they can match his energy? Most guys don't like being outshined, and your presence can stir up a lot of unspoken comparisons. If you ever notice guys giving you longer than usual stares, subtly checking out your outfit, or even unconsciously mirroring your body language, it means they've clocked you as competition. These aren't just casual observations, they're involuntary acknowledgments of your perceived higher status. Some guys, especially the insecure ones, will even try to test you. For example, you'll make a simple joke, and they'll try to one-up you. You'll tell a story, and suddenly they feel the need to interrupt and add a better version of their own. These guys aren't just trying to make conversation, they're unconsciously trying to assert their dominance. The reason they feel like they have to knock you down a peg is because deep down they know you naturally hold the spotlight. What's the best move for you, though? Don't engage. A truly attractive man never needs to prove himself. If a guy is trying too hard to challenge you, just smile, stay composed, and let him burn himself out. Your calm confidence will dismantle his efforts more effectively than any direct confrontation. Here's another sneaky way you'll know you're an attractive man. Some guys will actively pretend you don't exist. They'll avoid making eye contact, act dismissive, and even deliberately leave you out of conversations when you're in a group. This isn't a sign of insignificance. It's the opposite. Acknowledging you feels like giving you power, and their ego simply won't allow them to do that. You'll notice this especially in social settings where women are present. If a guy is trying extra hard to exclude you or downplay your presence, it's because he sees you as a silent, powerful competitor. And here's where it gets really good. Women are hyper aware of such social dynamics. If she sees other men reacting to you with either admiration or envy, her attraction for you will skyrocket. Women are intrinsically attracted to high-status men, and the way other men act around you is one of the biggest, most undeniable indicators of your status. So the next time you step into a room, pay attention, because if men start acting funny, chances are you're the main character in that space, and that, my friend, is when women challenge you. If a woman is truly attracted to you, she won't always make it obvious. In fact, sometimes she'll do the exact opposite. She'll challenge you, she'll tease you, she'll test you, or she might even act completely unimpressed by you. If a woman is throwing these little challenges your way, you should be grinning on the inside, because that means she sees you as a high-value man worth her time and effort. Let me explain. Have you ever been talking to a woman, and she suddenly throws in a little dig, like, "Oh, you think you're smooth, huh?" Or, "I bet you say that to all the girls you meet." This isn't rejection, it's a test. She's trying to see if you'll crumble, get defensive, or if you'll hold your ground. An attractive man, one who's truly confident, never lets a playful jab throw him off. The trick is to not get defensive or awkward and backpedal. Instead, play along. Tease her right back. Show her that her playful challenge doesn't faze you, and you can match her energy. This proves you're not easily intimidated and possess the playful confidence she's looking for. Also, sometimes when a woman is interested in you, she won't act impressed at all. She'll pretend she doesn't care. You'll tell a story, and she'll respond with a nonchalant, "Oh, okay, that's cool, I guess." You'll make a joke, and she'll give you a straight face before cracking a little, barely perceptible smile. This isn't disinterest, it's another challenge. See, women don't test men they don't genuinely care about. If she really wasn't interested, she wouldn't engage at all. She'd just leave or ignore you completely. But if she's subtly challenging you, it means she wants to see if you're truly worth her attention. She's looking for an emotional response, a little tension, a little excitement. If you pass her tests, you make her feel something, and that emotional connection is the bedrock of attraction. So the next time a woman playfully challenges you, don't get defensive, don't fumble, don't try to prove yourself. Just stay cool, tease her right back, and own your confidence. This subtle dance, this playful back and forth, is her way of inviting you to step up and show her you're the high-value man she suspects you are. You heard it from me. Her challenges are often disguised invitations. The unconscious gaze. When strangers can't help but look. Have you ever walked into a room and felt like people are just looking at you, even when you're not trying to get anyone's attention? Like someone's eye lingers on you just a second too long before they quickly look away? Or maybe you're just minding your own business, and a woman locks eyes with you across the room before quickly glancing down or away. If that's happening to you, my guy, you're hitting on all cylinders, you're an attractive guy. Here's what you need to know. When a woman finds a man attractive, she will look. She might not approach you, she might not say anything, but her eyes will betray her. Even the most hard-to-get woman will take a peek at a guy who catches her interest. The trick is, she won't want to get caught staring, so she'll try to make it subtle. Quick glances, looking away when you notice, or pretending she was looking at something else entirely. The real test? Catch her looking, and then hold eye contact for just a second longer. If she gets nervous and looks away or looks down, that's not an accident. She was checking you out, and your direct gaze caught her in the act. It's an involuntary admission of interest. And it's not just women. Other guys notice you too. The thing is, men don't stare at other men the way women do. Instead, they'll give you that quick bro nod, that silent acknowledgement of respect. They'll probably check out your outfit, size you up in silence. If you walk past a group of guys and some of them glance at you before quickly looking away, it's actually because they've noticed who you are. They felt that presence, that magnetic energy. Some will respect it, some will feel threatened by it. But have you ever noticed that when you walk into a crowded space, some people subtly shift to make room for you? Maybe in a busy bar or a crowded gym, people naturally part ways as you move through. Or perhaps when you sit down somewhere, the people next to you straighten up or adjust themselves slightly. This isn't random. Humans are wired to react to dominant, high-value energy. Don't believe me? Listen, when you carry yourself like an attractive man, the whole world subtly moves differently around you. When you have that naturally attractive energy, people unconsciously assume you're someone important. It's like when guys get asked, "Are you an athlete?" or "Do I know you from somewhere?" Even if you're just an average dude living your life, an attractive man has a presence, an invisible energy field that makes people curious. They want to figure out why you seem different from all the other guys. Take note of these subtle shifts, because they speak volumes about the power of your presence. The unasked favor, when you get special treatment. If you're an attractive man, the world subtly bends to your favor, and the craziest part is, you don't even have to ask for it. It just happens. You ever had a woman randomly compliment you on something small? Maybe she tells you she likes your cologne, or she asks you some random, seemingly unnecessary question like, "Hey, do you know what time it is?" even though there's a clock right behind her. It's not just friendliness. That's an excuse to interact with you. If a woman likes you, she'll make sure you notice her, even in the smallest, most indirect ways. So, pay attention next time you're in a social event. Do people seem to position themselves near you? Do women subtly shift in your direction, or do guys naturally include you in their conversations? It's not a coincidence. Attractive men don't just draw in women, they actually draw in people in general, irrespective of their gender. The craziest part is they don't even have to do anything for it to happen. It's just an energy thing. Your presence acts like a subtle gravitational pull, drawing others into your orbit. Have you ever noticed how some guys, for instance, struggle to get a bartender's attention, but when you step up, you just get served instantly? Or maybe a waitress throws in a little extra smile, refills your drink without you asking, or gives you the best seat without making it obvious? Yeah, that's not just good service, that's subconscious attraction at play. People in service roles are trained to be friendly, but when they genuinely like you, their behavior becomes effortless. If you've ever wondered why some guys complain about bad service but you've rarely experienced it yourself, now you know. The truth is, attraction isn't just about looks, it's about presence. If people naturally assume you're important, it's because you feel important. And trust me, that's one of the biggest signs you've got something special. Ever gotten an unexpected freebie? Maybe a barista gives you a free pastry just because, or a hotel bumps you up to a suite without an explanation. Attractive men experience this way more than they realize. Why? Because people want to be liked by them. It's human nature. When we're around someone we find appealing, we instinctively want to do nice things for them, to gain their favor. If you're an attractive man, women will even voluntarily do things for you without you even asking. She'll straighten your collar, adjust your tie, or offer to hold something for you. These are small, but they're deeply ingrained signs of attraction. Women don't nurture men they aren't interested in. If she's finding little ways to take care of you, my guy, you've got her undivided attention. When she's salty, because you didn't notice her now, this one's interesting, and it's a powerful, almost hidden sign. If you're an attractive man, you'll notice that some women, especially the ones who secretly like you, will get irritated or even slightly salty for no apparent reason. You didn't do anything to them, you didn't say anything offensive, but somehow she's acting a little distant, throwing passive-aggressive comments your way, or even just straight up ignoring you. My guy, she's mad because you didn't notice her, and if a woman is mad that you're not noticing her, guess what that means? She wants your attention. Badly. Have you ever been in a social setting where a woman was totally fine, chatting and laughing, and then suddenly starts acting distant the moment you enter the room and don't acknowledge her? Her mood shifts, her demeanor changes. That's because she was hoping you'd notice her first, and when you didn't, it bruised her ego just a little bit. The insecure woman will take this personally, assuming that you don't find her attractive, which will only frustrate her further. It's a classic subconscious reaction, and she might even start acting extra around you to try and capture that elusive attention. If you're an attractive guy and you're in a room full of people, pay attention to the women who start getting louder the minute you walk in. Like she suddenly starts laughing more, talking a little louder, exaggerating her movements. Why? Because she's trying to pull your attention towards her without making it obvious that she explicitly wants it. Women simply don't do this around guys they're not attracted to or don't care about. It's a calculated yet often subconscious effort to make her presence known and draw your eye. Have you ever been in a bar, a party, or even just walking around, and a woman just happens to walk by you multiple times? Coincidence? Nah, I don't think so. She's making sure that she stays in your line of sight. Hopefully, you'll eventually notice her. If she really wants your attention, she might even accidentally bump into you or suddenly ask you some random question just to start a conversation. Women are strategic when it comes to attraction. They don't always approach first, but they'll put themselves in a position where you have no choice but to notice and interact with them. Her saltiness or her overt attempts to get your attention are screaming signs of her underlying attraction and desire to be seen by you when everyone assumes you have options. Finally, the ultimate sign you're far more attractive than you think. People assume you have options even when you don't. They assume women are chasing you, that you've got a lineup of dates waiting, and that you never have to actually try too hard to get anything you want. And the funny thing is, you might not even be dating anyone at all, but people just believe you're that guy. And when people, especially women, believe that you have options, guess what happens? Your attractiveness skyrockets. When a man carries himself with confidence, doesn't look desperate for attention, and moves with purpose, women automatically assume other women already want him. This is called pre-selection, and it's one of the strongest psychological triggers of attraction. Women are wired to want what other women want. If she thinks you're in demand, she automatically wants you too. It's a powerful, almost unfair advantage that attractive men wield without even realizing it. If you're an attractive man, women will sometimes assume that you're a player, even when you're just minding your own business and chilling. They'll say things like, "Oh, I bet you have a bunch of girls in your DMs," or "I know guys like you probably break hearts for fun." And what they don't realize is they're actually just revealing their own intense interest in who you are. Because if she wasn't attracted to you, she wouldn't care what you do with other women. I'm just saying, a guy with no options doesn't get accused of being a player. A guy with perceived options, on the other hand, that's the man women get curious about, the one who sparks their competitive instincts. And here's where it gets really funny. If you're attractive, women will get possessive before you are even together. She'll probably roll her eyes when she sees you talking to other women, or she'll suddenly act cold if you even mention another girl you know in passing. She doesn't even have the right to be jealous, but she feels it anyway, because in her mind, she's already competing for your attention. Listen, if a woman gets territorial over you before you even start dating, it means that she already sees you as high value, and that, my guy, is power. She's already invested, already feeling the pull, and her subconscious is trying to stake a claim. Own your unseen power. Let's wrap this up. Attraction isn't just about looks. It's about presence, confidence, the energy you exude, and the way you subtly own the room when you walk in. The signs are all around you, in the nervous glances, the subtle shifts, the playful challenges, the unspoken respect from other men, and the unexpected special treatment. You've likely been experiencing these signs your whole life, dismissing them as coincidences or just friendly interactions. But now you know the hidden truth. These are undeniable indicators of your magnetic power. If you're a guy who still feels short on some of the things I've talked about today, then maybe it's time for you to up your confidence game. Because confidence isn't something you can afford to figure out later. Every day you spend hesitating, doubting yourself, or watching life pass you by is just another wasted day. I don't want you to look back a year from now with regrets, because that would just be tragic. The power to command attention, to draw people in, is already within you. It's time to stop looking for validation and start recognizing the magnetism you already possess.